WTube for today's video with a full Smeargle team. 6 years ago, I did this team and I thought it's time to give it another go. Now, Smeargle could learn pretty much every single move, so what I tried to do is make 6 individual Smeargle sets that could actually try and win in a battle. The difficult thing about Smeargle is its offensive stats are very, very low, so you really have to make up with all the different moves that it learns and see what you could do. I've got some amazing battles today, so let's get into it. First play here, I'm not really sure what the trainer name is. We've got a Charizard lead. It is a PIMPNITE special. We're gonna land a Horn Drill right off the bat there, taking out the Charizard. So a very, very fresh start to this battle. We're also gonna have the ability Moody, and I've got max speed and max special attack, Jolly Nature. Next Pokemon is going to be Smeargle, so I was thinking I'll just go for Sheer Cold, and it landed. I'm like, wow, that's really lucky. So I got 2 of them in a row. Now, the item I put on this Smeargle was Bright Powder too, so I had a bag of salt on it. We're going to get another Moody boost. Moody didn't really affect me too much. The only thing that affected maybe would be my speed and stuff like that. Next Pokemon's going to be Scarlet, and I landed a Fissure. That's half the team gone now to 1-hit KO move. So at this point, I was like, holy moly, I have a chance of winning this, right? So I've got 3 Pokemon down, which is great. We got another Moody boost there. Next Pokemon I come out is going to be Inteleon. So Inteleon is going to get guillotined. I can't believe it. All these moves are landing. So I'm just getting super lucky at the moment. So 4 Pokemon is fine. Could we get a 1-hit KO sweep here? This is the very, very first battle that I actually tried against randoms with this. So next Pokemon we got is Dialga. I'm like, all right, well, any move really. Horn Drill, Guillotine. I went for Guillotine and it landed on Dialga. Dialga got cut in half in space and time, and that is 5 Pokemon left. 1 Pokemon remaining, their last Pokemon on their team. Let me get this Moody boost real quick. That doesn't really matter at all. The last Pokemon on the team is going to be Rayquaza. I was like, all right, the Terra. I'm running on Smeargle as Terra Ghost because there's a lot of extreme speed abusing Pokemon here, so I thought that'd be a great idea. Plus, Smeargle is a fighting type. Is a normal type, so any fighting type moves are going to slide right on by. So I'm going to go for Terra Ghost just in case there is an extreme speed. There wasn't, and Sheer Cold landed. That was 6 1-hit KO moves in a row. It's been a hot minute since I've done that one before, but there we go, people. That is the end of the battle, and man, if this video doesn't get a like after that, I don't know, I can't deliver you better content than that. And props to the random opponent too, at least they didn't rage quit. Holy smokes. So what do you think of Smeargle? Do you like it? Let me know about Smeargle in the comment section, and let me know about that, how about their 1-hit KOs? That was crazy. Next battle here we got against another random opponent. We got Smeargle 2 here. This is a Sticky Web counter Mirror Coat set. It's actually pretty good. So I've got Focus Sash as the item. We've got max health and max speed. So Morpeko's going to go for Aura Wheel. I'm going to drop that with the counter. I thought that'd be difficult to get around because of its speed. This one also is a Sticky Web user, so in case I found any other Sticky Web, some fast Pokemon, I could actually use that against it. Because Smeargle it's definitely not super duper fast, right? So here comes Cramorant. This is actually pretty funny, right? So I was thinking, they've used Surf and they've got that fish in their mouth. How am I going to get around that, right? Because I'm going to take damage. It's going to break a sash. So this is a Final Gambit Parting Shot Flip Turn Volt Switch set. So I was like, let's go for Final Gambit. This is max health and max speed, and I've also got Choice Scarf as the item. So Cramorant's going to get dropped. Watch this, right? So the fish gets used up, it hits me, but that affected me afterwards, and then I took the Final Gambit damage. So Cramorant is going to faint here, and I actually got rid of the its ability too, which was great. So bye-bye Cramorant. Next Pokemon is Smeargle number 1. We've got Something the Gourmet. I'm actually feeling a little bit hungry right now. Oh, we got Ogerpon the Gourmet. This thing is absolutely broken. So we got that speed drop. This Smeargle is actually works in conjunction with the last one because it's a Copycat sketch set. So I'm going to go Copycat, which Copycat's the last move used on the field, which was, if you remember, Final Gambit. So I can use Final Gambit again, and that is going to take out the Ogre Pond. So that's 2 Pokemon down. So we bury 2 of Final Gambit. I had to put Sketch on one of these Smeargle, right? Sketch is the move. It's very, very difficult to use. Next Pokemon, Smeargle 6. And I was thinking, well, after my luck in the first battle, this should be good, right? Next Pokemon, Arbok is going to have its speed drop. I'm just going to go for any one-hit KO move, and it's going to miss. I was like, okay, fair enough. I got very, very good luck in the very first battle. Now, Arbok is going to go for a Glare, paralyzing my Smeargle. So I was like, all right, I'm probably going to get outsped, but I got a Moody boost on my speed, which was pretty good. So I went for Guillotine. That one is going to miss too, and Arbok is going to go for Gunk Shot. Like, this is going to hurt, but Smeargle actually managed to live it, which is pretty cool. I got another Moody boost. My attack got a rise, and my special defense got a drop. So as long as I kept getting speed rise, I would be fine, or while I was alive. Then they went for a Leech Life. My Bright Powder activated, so they didn't hit me, which is really, really cool. Then another Moody boost, which really didn't change much. I went for Horn Drill, so I've gone for all of these moves so far. I actually managed to live the Psychic Fangs. I guess they wanted to go for a 100% accurate move, unlike the Gunk Shot. Then I went for Horn Drill again, so I missed. It's funny, right? I missed 5 one-hit KO moves in a row. So the first battle I land 6 in a row. The second battle I miss all 5. Like, what is going on with my luck? Like, there's never an in-between with my luck. It's either absolutely like just a smoking pile or incredible purple patch of luck. All right, next one, we got a Blood Moon Roar of Time Sleep Powder set with Tail Glow. I thought this would be a good idea. I'm pretty confident I could barely live a Gunk Shot, right? Now, instead of going for Gunk Shot, Arbok's going to go for a Glare, so it's going to paralyze me, which kind of sucks. I got paralyzed this turn, which is unfortunate. Now, Arbok now is going to be going for Gunk Shot. I was hoping I could badly live this, at least I couldn't get poisoned, and I did. I lived it, and I got a Blood Moon Smeargle off with a Tail Glow up, and that was enough to take out the Arbok, which is awesome. So finally, Arbok is gone. 2 more Pokemon remaining here in this battle. Anything could happen. Next Pokemon is going to be Tinkaton. But then I was like, wait, the opponent only bought 5 Pokemon. Now, in the team preview, right, their last Pokemon was just, it was like a Oshawott. So I don't know why they didn't bring that. For maybe they thought they'd be able to win this easy, so they didn't bring the Oshawott. This Smeargle 5 set is a Belly Drum Population Bomb Technician set, and I've also got Power Trip as the move. This is definitely the most, it has the most sweeping potential on my team, and it's got Terra Normal on it too. So I got the Spore up, I got the Belly Drum up. So with Technician, and I've got the boost on Population Bomb, which is going to be a very, very powerful move. And I've also got the item Wide Lens. So Wide Lens is going to make Population Bomb 99% accurate, which is going to be, very much needed. So we're going to go for that Terra Normal Smeargle on the Tinkaton, and hopefully this is going to be enough to take it out, because there's no way I'm going to leave a Gigaton Hammer. Let's be real about that. So here comes the first one. I was like, yep, that did a lot of damage. The only thing that could have really messed me up here would be it missing. It's only got a 1% chance to miss, and I did not roll that, thank goodness. And that, my friends, is the end of the second battle there. Thank you to the random opponent, but wow, that was like night and day with the one-hit KO moves luck. Like, that's insane when you have a look at it. All right, let's get on to battle number 3. We have a lot of Japan players today. This battle was straight fire. Remember, people, if you're enjoying the video and you want to support the channel, hit that like button, drop me a comment there for that algorithm, and help your boy out, right? All right, we've got that Vaporeon lead. It's using Acid Armor. I went for Mirror Coat, maybe expecting Ice Beam, Skull, something like that. And since it's going to be setting up here, I'm thinking, okay, you're probably just going to be using either a Baton Pass set or a Stored Power set. So I decided to set the Web up, dip out, and go into Smeargle 4. Now, Smeargle 4 is going to be able to use Tail Glow. So I thought, I'll go Sleep Powder, and then I'll set up one. Unfortunately, Sleep Powder misses. Now, you're probably wondering, oh, why didn't you use Spore for? Well, I used Spore on one of the Smeargles already, so I didn't want to be a scumbag and use it on another one, right? I like to nerf myself. So Sleep Powder misses. I was pretty salty about that, and the salt was delivered all the way back there with landing a Horn Drill on the first go. So that's I don't know if I would have, like, real talk, I don't know if I would have fainted that Vaporeon without that. So that's the end of Vaporeon. Next, we've got a Zachary Zacian. There's no sword, though, so, it's still going to be a very threatening Pokemon, yeah? So it's got a +1 in attack. I actually managed to outspeed, but Horn Drill, of course, isn't going to connect, and it's got Sacred Swords, mate. This is very, very bad. I need to I must take this out. This is a very, very good counter on my team. So we're going to slide into Smeargle number 2 here. Now, Smeargle 2 has got counter, and that's precisely what I'm going to be going for. So I've got the Focus Sash as the item, and counter is going to be enough easily to take out Zacian with that double damage. Like, really, like, counter and Miracoat was really good at getting rid of all the little Timmy Pokemon, like Zacian, Eternatus, you know, all just the click-to-win Pokemon that, you know, you just basically you get the controller and you smash your face into it. That's how easy they are to use. Next Pokemon's going to be Koraidon here. Koraidon's going to get a speed drop. On this set too, I've got Endeavor, which works very, very well with counter, so they work virtually hand in hand. So I've virtually put Koraidon on 1 health. I've virtually taken out 2 Pokemon there. And it's going to take me out for the flamethrower in the sun. I was like, okay, that's interesting. I mean, it's still going to do a lot of damage regardless. So, Smeargle 3, we're going to go for a flip turn. I've got the Choice Scarf. I don't want to use up Final Gambit just yet. I want to save that for a Pokemon that's got full health, right? So, Smeargle 3 is going to come back. Now, what I'm going to do is go into Smeargle number 1. Smeargle number 1 might be able to do something in this situation. Then we've got Zamazenta, right? So, I guess they've got both the... But no Rusted Sword and Shield, right? They're using the other ones. So we've got a Terra here. So I'm thinking, what are you going to do for Terra? I'm thinking it's probably going to be Body Press or something along those lines. And we've got Terra Fighting. It's like, this is bad. Like, something has to happen here, right? So I went for Copycat, right? I'll use the last move used on the field. I went for Flip Turn instead because I didn't, like, this sort of relied on that first Smeargle go for Final Gambit, then copying it, right? So I went back into Smeargle 3 as, like, one of these Pokemon is going to have to take a big hit here. I don't know if I can... I don't know what I can do here, so I just had to sack one of my Smeargle off there. Look, I could have gone for another move there, but it wouldn't have done a lot of damage. So Smeargle 3 got sacrificed, and I had to sort of get out of this situation. I'm like, I have to go into Smeargle 1. Let's do this. So going back into Smeargle 1, I'm going to sketch close combat. I thought this would be really cool. We're going to get that close combat, and I want to sort of wait 1 turn because Smeargle number 1 also has Destiny Bond. So it's got Focus Sash and Destiny Bond, which works well. Same with this, the EVs. We got max speed and max health. So I've got the Destiny Bond up. This is going to be my best way to get around it. So I've got moves like Counter, Miracoat, Destiny Bond, Endeavor, Final Gambit, all really good moves to sort of bypass Smeargle's terrible offensive stats, right? But then I've got a couple that are really juiced up, like the Tail Glow set and then the Belly Drum set. So even with such a low attack stat or special attack stat, they actually do manage it really, really hard. So Zamazenta is going to go, and so is the Sun. And the next Pokemon is going to be Eternatus. I'm like, I need to get rid of this really badly. So I'm going to go into Smeargle number 5, hopefully staying alive there. Eternatus is going to get a speed drop, which is good. So I definitely would have got outsped. Eternatus has got a lot of health too. So I was like, I need to put this to sleep. So my last Smeargle here, I've got 2 Pokemon to take out. I'm going to go for the Spore. Hopefully it doesn't wake up. If it wakes up, I'm going to get cooked by a Dynamax cannon. So I'm crossing my little fingers there, and Eternatus closes its peepers for another turn, which is great. Now we're going to go for a Terra here. I've got Terranol. I was actually thinking about running Terra Ghost on this too, but I thought I kind of needed the extra base power with Population Bomb, right? So I've got Terra Normal, and we've got the Population Bomb. This is going to hit 10 times, so we got 1. And it's going to easily be able to take it out, right? Eternatus did not stand a ghost of a chance. So, I mean, I could do an updated Smeargle suite with this set, but I believe I could definitely get it. But then the worst thing happened, right? I only landed 3 times because I rolled that 1% chance, but thank goodness Eternatus did not wake up. That was so lucky. Watch this, though. So I went for the Population one. I'm like, okay, I've won the game, right? It's got a Rocky Helmet as the item. I'm like, oh, no. Here we go. There's another hit. There's another Rocky Helmet damage. I'm going for another hit here. Oh, there's a 3rd one, and that was just enough to live that. That was 3 health Smeargle lived, and that's the end of the battle. Wow, what a crazy ending there. These battles have been fire. So thank you to the battle, my random opponent there. Let's get on to battle number 4. We've got 5 battles today. This is the battle against Super Bowser, and we have a special battle here. We've got a Smeargle versus Smeargle team. So first Pokemon we got is a Smeargle. So it's going to use Detect here. So this turn I decided to go for Roar of Time. This is Terra Dragon Roar of Time as well, this Smeargle. So it's going to use the tech. I went for Blood Moon this time. I was like, Smeargle should be able to take this very well, and it should be like a 2-hit KO. So Blood Moon does good damage, and then it had Mirror Coat. I'm like, oh, come on. So I got a bit of a taste of my own medicine there. So that's the end of the first Smeargle. Next Smeargle, I thought, you know what? It's time to go for some 1-hit KO moves. Now, there was a bit of an issue here. It had Destiny Bombs. I'm like, oh, don't you dare land this turn. So Destiny Bomb is coming, and thank goodness Horn Drill is going to miss. But then the thing happened here, right? So I had Moody. It was raising my attack, and it dropped my speed. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to get outspeed now. So the Smeargle's going to go for Detect here. So Smeargle can't keep using Destiny Bond over and over because it's going to fail. So I think what they were trying to do is they were trying to use Detect and then use Destiny Bond and hope that, you know, the 1-hit KO move would land and then both of the Smeargles would faint. But the thing is, my 1-hit KO moves, they were all missing, right? So now the Smeargle's going to go for Destiny Bond again, and I'm just keeping going for those 1-hit KO moves because that's basically all I've got here. In the end, I'm gonna have to sacrifice one of these Smeargles anyway, right? So now it's gonna go for another Destiny Bond, and I'm gonna go for, I think I went for Sheer Cold here. No, yeah, I went for Sheer Cold and a miss. I'm like, okay, one of these has to land. What I was really hoping for is to land it when there wasn't a Destiny Bond up, and unfortunately that didn't happen because the last move used there, because we had the speed tie, was a Sheer Cold. So both the Smeargles are fainted to the Destiny Bond. So that's 2 of my team down. I got to get back into this. So we got Smeargle number 1 here, and now we got versus Smeargle number 4. So I was like, all right, I wonder what old Smeargle number 4's got. And then went for Horn Drill. I'm like, oh no. So I've got Focus Sash. I was like, this is perfect. I lived, it's good. On this set, right, I went for Copycat. I was like, I wonder what move it's going to use. And I didn't even know it was going to use Horn Drill, and my Horn Drill landed. You wouldn't read about it. So now, since it landed, that means the last move used in the field was Horn Drill, which means I can go for Copycat again and keep copycatting Horn Drill. Oh, so I went for Copycat again. I'm like, this will be funny if it actually lands. And it did. I'm like, oh my goodness, it actually landed again. And Smeargle 5 is staying alive with a Focus Sash too. It could have been a reverse sweep again with Copycat. Last time I got it, this really cool sweep, if you remember, I got it with Copycat Flabibi. I got like 2 or 3 1-hit KOs in a row. So then it took me out with a attacking move there. We're going to go to Smeargle number 3 now. So Smeargle number 3 is the Choice Scarf set with Final Gambit, so that's going to be able to outspeed everything. So suddenly the battle is now very evil. We've both taken out 3 Pokemon on either side of the field. So into Smeargle 2 now. I'm going to get a Moody boost in my attack, and I had a Special Defense drop, which didn't really matter too much. Smeargle number 6 is going to be coming out here. I actually don't mind its shine. It looks all right. So it's going to use Collision Course, and Smeargle 2 actually takes it like a boss. I actually went for Sticky Web this turn, so I thought I want to get some speed control here, just in case. So here comes another Collision Course. I actually went for Counter this turn, and I lived on 5 health. You wouldn't read about it. And then I got the counter off, and this was enough to actually take out Smeargle number 6. Because Smeargle doesn't have a lot of health there either. Next Pokemon's going to be Smeargle number 3. It's going to get caught in the Sticky Web. I'm like, okay, I'll be able to outspeed this one as well. And now it's got Fake Out. So Fake Out, I'd say it's a Technician Fake Out set. So that took my 4th Smeargle out. And it's also, it's got Life Orb. So it's going to get a Moody boost there in its defense. And its speed drop, which is good too. So we're gonna go into Smeargle number 3 here. I'm gonna go for Final Game. I'm just gonna get rid of this thing because it seems to be more of an offensive set, and that's gonna take both of the Smeargles out. Now suddenly we are both down to our very, very last Smeargle, which is pretty funny. So I've got the Smeargle 5. This is the Population Bomb set, and we got Smeargle 1. I was like, I wonder what set we're gonna have here. So we've got the Sticky Web getting that speed drop, and we've got a Terror. So I was thinking I could go for Spore and then go for Belly Drum, but I was like, well, you know, with 10 hits in Terra Normal on an opposing Smeargle with Technician, Smeargle's going to do enough damage to easily take that out. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to go for Spore anyways. So I went for the Spore on Smeargle number 1, and it's going to be put fast to sleep. Now this turn, right, I can go for Terra as well, because you never know what's going to happen. So I went for Terra this turn, Terra Normal. In hindsight, I'm thinking that was actually really, really risky. I probably should have just gone for Terra Normal and then gone for Population Bomb, right? That's what I should have done. So I've got that Terra Normal there. We got that Technician. So I'm going to go for that. With no Belly Drums up there, it still hits like immensely hard. So that is going to be the end of this Smeargle number 1. Now, funnily enough, that Smeargle number 1 set was also a Population Bomb set. So I think it was a Choice Scar set if our memory serves. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the Smeargle versus Smeargle. Wow, that's some great battles today. If you're enjoying yourself, people, people. Make sure you drop a like there, leave your boy a comment there, and tell me what your favorite Smeargle set is too, or how you like to use Smeargle, what you think of Smeargle. I've always liked Smeargle. I like its design, and I like the versatility you can have with it. Like, it doesn't have amazing stats, but you can still do a lot of things. So we're going to battle this one against iLeaf, and we have a Teddy Ursa lead. It's going to be Metronome. So I went for counter. Counter's obviously going to fail against Metronome unless it was a physical move. Now we've got another Metronome, and it's going to use X Scissor. I'm like, this is good. I went for counter this turn. This is perfect. So I'm going to need like one more physical move pulled out from Metronome. So I got a Moody Boost there. That doesn't really matter too much. It did drop my speed though. That's about it. Gummy Bear's going to go for another Metronome on my Smeargle, and they got stored power. Stored power is not going to do a lot of damage. Wow, that was a crit there. That was very, very sad. That was a very sad crit. So I've got another Moody Boost here. I got a special attack boost, and I got a speed drop, another speed drop. So here comes Metronome, what, number 4 or 5, and they're going to go for Crunch. I was like, yes, that's a physical move. This should be enough to take out the Teddy Ursa, and it was. So that is going to be the end of a Gummy Bear. Now, this is a theme team as well. I've actually done this one myself, and we've got a Ursa Ring. Bloom Chaos. So I went for Endeavor. Good damage there. Very good damage. And this is going to go for Fling, and it's got Fling and Toxic Orb. Oh, okay. I guess this might have been, I don't know, maybe this is like a quick feed set or something, but they didn't get themselves poisoned. They just sort of flung the item away. So I don't know what they were doing with this moveset, like what the full build was. So I went for Endeavor again because I had absolutely nothing to do at all. Now it's a Metronome set as well. So all they need is pretty much one physical move, and they rolled it with Night Slash. I'm like, oh, okay, fair enough. So some good, not bad Metronomes there from the opponent. So next Pokemon is going to be Smeargle 4. I went for Blood Moon here. I outsped it, and that was enough to take it out. I think it's quite ironic I used Blood Moon on the Ursa Ring. Next Pokemon we got here is going to be we got Ursa Luna, and this Roar of Time is going to miss, which really sucks. I would have liked that 2 damage. So it's going to go for Trailblaze, boosting its attack. And boosting its speed, and it's also got the Flame Wall, which is going to with Guts, so that its attack is going to get boosted too. I went for I nearly said Moon Blast there, Blood Moon, and that did all right damage. It's not too bad. Second Trailblaze is going to make it very difficult for me to outspeed this. Maybe my Choice Scar Smeargle can final Gambit this. I wasn't 100% sure. So Smeargle 2's down. We're going to go into Smeargle number 3 here. Now they're going to go for a Terra. Now, Smeargle 3, as you know, is the Choice Scar Final Gambit set. So they tear it, and then they went Terra Ghost. I'm like, oh, come on. So now my Final Gambit is not going to affect it. So it's a Ghost type, right? And they're going to be able to go for pretty much any move. They're going to be able to go for Facade, which is easily going to take out Smeargle. I mean, even without that Flame Warp, that Facade would have dropped me. So I'm in a lot of trouble at the moment. So we're going to go into Smeargle number 1 here. Something has to happen. They're going to go for Earthquake. So they've got very good coverage. This thing is completely destroying my Smeargle. I've got the Focus Sash here. The best I can pretty much do is go for Sketch to try and sketch one of its moves. Maybe I can get something good. And I ended up getting Earthquakes. I was like, okay, well, I got some burn damage. That's about it. Then they swapped out the Ursa Luna, and then they went into Yogi Bear, which is going to, of course, be the Blood Moon one. So maybe they thought I had another move or something like that, Destiny Bond. So I went for Destiny Bond in hopes that I'll take them out, but the Ursa Luna Blood Moon is going to sack itself instead. I guess they wanted to get rid of my Smeargle with... I assume they would have outsped, unless it was like a speed type, because that was also a very a fast Smeargle as well. That was my Jolly one. I had a mix of like Jolly, and then I had like an attacking one. I had like Modest on the special attacking one, and Adamant on the other one. So next Pokemon, of course, is the Ursa Luna, the Terra Ghost. I'm like, all right, it's time to go for a Terra here. So on this Smeargle, as you know, this one has got Terra Ghost. I'm hoping they'll use... they'll use Facade instead of Earthquake, right? So I've got that Terra Ghost up there. Sheer Cold is going to miss, which really sucks. And then the Facade comes, which is good. So my last Pokemon, I can't do anything at all. Absolutely, I'm done, right? So some more burn damage on the Ursa Luna. The Ursa Luna. And Fissure is going to land on the very last turn. And that's it. That was their entire team. They had a Teddy Ursa family team. Hope you enjoyed all these battles. People, it was such a fun team to do. It was great doing it after 6 years. Make sure you drop a like on the video, leave me a comment, and tell me what you think about Smeargle or your best Smeargle set. Peace out, people.